We're here with Elliot Pilcher, hydraulics engineer at Alinghi Red Bull Racing. So can you tell us how the day went? Lots of wind, surely a lot of demand from the hydraulics.
Yeah, it was a good day. It was perfect conditions out there, I think. We were flat water and almost up to 15 knots of breeze and that sort of range. So it was a really ideal sailing day. And in the upper range for these boats, everything gets up to full load pretty easily on these boats. So even with less breeze, the boys are always working hard, pushing hard to keep the boat moving. So.
Yeah, they're sailing pretty well. A lot better on the tacks and the jives. Is that anything to do with the hydraulics? Demanding too much on the loads, or?
I think it's a bit to do with everything, between the systems, between...
I saw you got wet today, so...
Thanks, mate. Between technique, data analysis, system performance, everything comes together, and every day we get better and better. So.
Yeah, so we see you every morning on the 75 working the team, preparing the boat. Can you tell us what goes on into the setup each morning with regards to hydraulics and everything else that's involved?
Yeah, the biggest job in the morning before dock out is doing the checks of the boat. We do a full functional test of every area of the boat, make sure that everything is working perfectly, because when the boat goes out and starts flying, cheers mate. Once the boat is flying at 40 plus knots, everything has to be working perfectly. If there are any mistakes, any issues, then it can end pretty badly. So everything has to be working perfectly every day.
So it's a lot of calibration, a lot of preparing. Do you calibrate it differently depending on the conditions for the day? What sails you're going to use? Is it?
Yeah, the boat has different modes for different wind conditions. So you can't make things too complicated. But every day we try different things. The boat is never the same as the day before. Every day we go out, there's something new in the logic and the systems and the electronics and the hardware and the sails. So every day there's something new to test, calibrate, set up.
So what's the biggest challenge in setting it up?
It's a high performance beast, that boat, so it takes a lot of work on the maintenance. That you have to juggle maintenance and development, which is the biggest challenge. Putting the time and energy into developing the boat and designing systems, improving systems, while at the same time keeping everything in top condition and working perfectly every day the boat docks out.
So I'm sure there's a lot of coordination between hydraulics engineers, electronic engineers and structure to integrate the whole system. Is that a big challenge?
Yeah, I work very closely with the software department, with the logic department, and we then work very closely with the sailors. We form the link between the end user, if you like, and the boat, the control surfaces, the appendages, the sails. We have to make it work. So there's a lot of back and forth, a lot of meetings, lots of discussions, lots of ideas, lots of changes.
So how often do you have hydraulic failures, or how often do you replace the fluid?
We service the fluid in the system regularly. I mean, as I said, it's high performance, so we have to keep everything, inside the boat, outside the boat, in top condition. So we're monitoring the condition of the oil, for example, every day. We check that, and when it's time to change, we just keep everything. We stay on top of it.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Nice one.